Just in, Republicans call for a special counsel and you will never guess who it is for. Reports are starting to trickle out of Washington, D.C. that some Republicans in Congress are calling for a special prosecutor to investigate whether or not former AG Loretta Lynch, the same one that called for blood in the streets, interfered with the Hillary Clinton email investigation. This stems from the now not-so-clandestine tarmac meeting between the former AG Loretta Lynch and Bill Clinton in Phoenix, Arizona, but also the Democrats continuing to follow this false narrative that President Trump colluded with Russia to undermine the 2016 presidential election. Since Donald Trump has been elected President of the United States, the political elite, so-called anti-fascists who live in their parents' basements, and tinfoil hat-wearing Democrats like Nancy Pelosi, who think George Bush is still president, and Mad Max Maxine Waters, who seems to think she can't be impeached, have resorted to all sorts of disgusting tactics to undermine a president who simply wants to make America great again. This continuing demand for the investigation into President Trump is about to blow up in their face, and I hope people like Hillary Clinton and Loretta Lynch wind up in jail, where they belong. It's not yet been specified which Republicans are calling for an investigation into the former AG Loretta Lynch, but this is something that needs to happen and should have happened a long time ago. We now know, based on testimony James Comey provided, that former AG Loretta Lynch, otherwise known as Counsel, wanted him to refer to the Hillary Clinton email investigation as a matter and not the investigation that it was. James Comey stated under oath the following to the Senate Intelligence Committee. It gave the impression that the Attorney General was looking to align the way we talked about our work with the way the Clinton campaign was describing that. It was inaccurate. We had an investigation open for the Federal Bureau of Investigation. We had an investigation open at the time. That gave me a queasy feeling. Even Senator Dianne Feinstein, who is one of my least favorite liberals, thinks an investigation into the activities of Loretta Lynch is warranted. I think we need to know more about that, and there's only one way to know about it, and that's to have the Judiciary Committee take a look at that. Hell must have finally frozen over when I agree with a liberal Democrat like Senator Dianne Feinstein. You can see here for yourself, via the Washington Free Beacon's YouTube video. Are we the American people supposed to believe that this meeting wasn't intended to obstruct justice? How many times over the course of history has Hillary and Bill Clinton subverted justice, had people killed, and have time and time again demonstrated they care not for America or the American people? This meeting on the tarmac is status quo for the Clintons and was intended to obstruct justice, keep Hillary out of jail, and put her in the White House. Thankfully, the voters saw what this meeting really was, understood who Hillary Clinton is, and decided to elect Donald Trump as the 45. Thankfully, the voters saw what this meeting really was, understood who Hillary Clinton is, and decided to elect Donald Trump as the 45th President of the United States. From the day Donald Trump was elected, left-wing lunatics have been in denial, as if somehow it was Hillary Clinton's right to become President of the United States. The continued reckless actions and words delivered by former AG Loretta Lynch and her demented liberal lunatic kind have, in fact, delivered blood in the streets. Just take a look at the events, which transpired on a Virginia baseball field recently, where Majority Whip Steve Scalise and others were shot. Not to mention the numerous Trump supporters who have been assaulted at rallies across America. When Donald Trump was sworn into office and took the role as the 45th President of the United States of America, his biggest mistake was not following through with investigating Hillary Clinton, Loretta Lynch, and all their cronies. It makes sense to me why he chose not to. I'm sure the president wanted to move on and try and make America whole, but, here is my message to the president. America will never be whole until Hillary Clinton and all her cronies are wearing orange jumpsuits and held accountable for their numerous crimes. It is extremely frustrating for many Americans, who understand what is truly going on, and not see Hillary Clinton held accountable. I served honorably in the United States military for 3 years, and had I done a fraction of what Hillary Clinton did, I'd be in Fort Leavenworth with 3 hots and a cot. Conversely, if your name is Clinton, you are somehow immune to the law, can freely obstruct justice with an attorney general in your pocket, and continue to incite violence against conservatives.